Divine Feminine, this message will confirm something that you've been sensing. Okay, so what Spirit is telling me is that you've been thinking about your masculine and you've been having all of these beautiful positive thoughts. And then recently, out of the blue, all of a sudden, you felt like your spirit guide or your higher self came in and warned you against your masculine. And it was very negative. Okay, so you received some sort of message from what you perceive to be as your spirit team or your higher self, right? Like your masculine's going to betray you or lie to you or whatever it is, right? It was just very negative. And you started to really feel into this and you were like, oh my gosh, I think I've been wrong about my masculine all along. They're just karmic to me. My masculine's not who I think they are. I think I've been wrong. Spirit is saying you're not wrong. Okay. Your masculine is who you think they are. Okay. They are the positive things that you have been thinking about. They're not the negative things that have come into your mind all of a sudden. Okay. That is like either projection or literally spell work for some of you. And Spirit wants you to pay attention. Okay. They want you to think back to how you received that information, because what I'm being told is that, let's say, for example, you've been working with a specific spirit guide for a long time. You've been building up your rapport with your spirit team, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whoever you work with. It doesn't matter, whatever higher power you work with. And whatever way you normally communicate with them. Like, for example, let's say you work with your spirit team and your spirit guide comes in on your right, and you feel them on your right, and then you receive information in your right ear, basically. Like you hear things and the information is coming from your right. You're absorbing information from your right. That's what I'm trying to say normally, right? But the negative information that you received didn't come from the right. It came from the left, where you normally don't receive information. Okay. Or maybe you normally receive information from the left, but the negative information came in from the right. Whatever way, it doesn't matter. Just the main thing to take away here is that how you normally receive information wasn't how you received the information about your masculine recently. Okay. It was different. Okay. So you need to take note of that. Okay. Because it's telling you that it was coming from an external source that was not your spirit guide, your spirit team, your higher self, God, source, the universe, your angels, your ancestors, whatever it is. It was coming from somebody or something that does not have your highest good in mind. Okay. It was like sent to you. It was sent to you. It was almost like an echo. I don't know. Spirit showing me like a cave and somebody standing outside of a cave and then yelling into the cave like, hello, echo, echo. And then it bounces back at you, echo, 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 echo. It's like something was projected to you. Like, for example, maybe somebody sat down and they did spell work and they're like, hey, divine, this is what I want Divine Feminine to hear. And I want her to think it's coming from her spirit team. And then this person said, the Divine Masculine is going to betray you, or the Divine Masculine is going to stab you in your back. They're going to take from you. They're a liar. They're a thief. They're karmic to you. They're not who you think they are. And then all of a sudden this spell work or whatever they said, which literally is spell work, you guys. Saying things is spell work. Thinking things is spell work. Writing things down is spell work. Okay. You don't have to be a witch and be like, I'm going to do spell work. No, you can actually just think things or say things. And that is manifestation. That's like putting intention behind things. That's all spell work is placing intentions behind things. Okay. So yeah, it's like this person sat down and they said all these things that they wanted you to believe, or they were hoping for you to believe. Like, I really want Divine Feminine to think that, the masculine doesn't love her, is going to betray her. And then I want the feminine to push the masculine away, reject the masculine, run from the masculine, go in a different direction, start dating other people, get married to someone else so that the door to the masculine is closed for good. Okay, you have to be really, really careful, divine feminine. Where did the information come from? Okay, really try to think back. Ask yourself, did it come from your spirit guide or not? Okay, because most of you, no, all of you who are finding this message, it did not come from your spirit team or your higher self. Okay, and we're going to pull on that. Ay caramba. So keep your thoughts really positive, really, really positive around your masculine. Focus on what you want to happen, not on what you don't want to happen. The Three of Cups and the Devil, there's a karmic third party here who's trying to literally scare you away from your masculine. They are. They're trying to penetrate your walls. You know what I mean? They're trying to penetrate your spiritual defenses. They know that you're very protected. Okay. And another thing you would have noticed is that right after all that negativity came in, you started to have anxiety, panic attacks, fear, maybe even you were crying about it. And it was sudden. It came out of nowhere, like a light switch being turned on or off. You know what I mean? It was like instant. And that's another sign of spell work. Okay. So you were having all of these prolonged, beautiful thoughts of your masculine, maybe over the course of years or months or whatever it is, or weeks. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're having these super negative thoughts. Well, that's not normal. What's with that? That's a red flag. Okay. That's a major red flag. But it's like your spirit guides came in as soon as that negative information penetrated your auric field and you received it. Your spirit guides zoomed in, like they swooped right in there and they were like, oh my God. And they were trying to flag you down saying, don't believe that. Don't believe that. That was spell work. That was spell work. That was something trying to infiltrate your mind or your heart space around your masculine. But your spirit team may have like missed it. You know, they're not superheroes, you guys. Like our spirit team, they're not always with us, glued by our side. You know what I mean? Like they travel around, they do things, they go through different dimensions and they go places, they do things, they work with other people around the world, right? So your spirit guide, your main spirit guide may have like a handful of other people that they work with. So they're going to move between those people. They're going to come in and out of your life. They're going to come in, check on you, give you downloads, blah, 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 blah. And then they're going to leave and they're going to go somewhere else, or they're going to go work with someone else for a bit and then come back to you. So I feel like while your spirit guides were away, something came in that was negative. And then your spirit guides picked up on it. They swooped in and they were like, collective, divine feminine, no, 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 right? That was spell work. And they tried to calm your mind. But I feel like it really hit your heart space hard. Like it did some damage. The Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords, I feel that your spirit team came in to block this because it was a lie, okay? Your spirit team is saying, no, this is a lie. Don't believe this lie. There's a garbage truck going by, really loud garbage truck, and I just feel this karmic's trying to interfere at all costs. They're trying to create noise, but I said Norse, whatever that is. Norse. But whatever information you received, you guys, it's garbage. It's garbage and you need to throw it out. It's trash. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Queen of Wands. This person is very jealous of you. And the Queen of Wands, you guys, it's witchcraft. Okay? It just is. In the original deck, the Queen of Wands has a black cat beside her. And that to me is just witchcraft. It just screams witchcraft. Okay? But we're talking black magic here. We're not talking like healing witchcraft here. No, no, no. This is dark. Black magic, curses, hexes, spell work, bullshit like that. So pay attention. Pay attention. This person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. They're very jealous of you. They're angry. They're a hothead. They're doing things because they're really, 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 really angry, possessive, jealous, controlling. If you notice in the background of this card, there's a volcano erupting, and there's black smoke and red smoke. And honestly, normally when I look at this card, I think this Queen of Wands is adorable, but I'm looking at this Queen of Wands right now, and I think she has a despicable look on her face. You know, she looks like she's smirking. You know, it's like that. I'm going to create chaos. I'm going to cloud the divine feminine's mind with evil, with darkness, with despicable things. That's what this person is doing. This person is looking hella smug, in all honesty. You know, she's like, that person might even laugh like that or say things like that. Wow. This person's aggressive. They're aggressive and they're mad. Temperance. They're not able to control their emotions. Their emotions have gone out of control, okay? They've spiraled out of control. They've exploded like a volcano, and the lava is oozing out, and it's a big mess. They've been trying to knock you off balance, and I just heard off course. This person has been trying to knock you off course when it comes to your life's purpose and a beautiful balanced energy in your day-to-day routine, and even knock you off balance when it comes to your energy towards your masculine. And there's air coming up. Pardon me. So this person, it's like they were suppressing their anger for a long time, but now it's just, it's exploded, you guys. And this person's coming for you energetically. They've done something to try to infiltrate your mind. They've tried a lot of things. They're not just flinging one thing at you, you guys. They're flinging like 10 things at you all at once, but you're very, very, very protected. Protect your heart space. They're trying to get through to your heart space as well and make you feel like brokenhearted and sad about your masculine and this journey that you're on. Don't do it. You were feeling fine 1 second, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, my masculine is going to betray me. You know, they're a liar, blah. And Spirit's like, whoa, where do you think that came from? Like, that's a red flag. Where's that switch of emotions coming from? Think about that. Cut the cords to this person. This person has latched onto you. Okay, that's what Spirit's saying. Cut the cords to this person. 10 of Coins. I think this person is losing a lot of money. They're losing wealth, health, stability, what they perceived as their legacy. You guys, this is your ancestors. This is your ancestors. Look at the 7 of Swords is on the bottom. Okay, this person is a liar, a cheat, a thief, a sneak, a scam artist, someone who does spell work to try to get away with things. That's what they've done here. With the 10 of Coins, I'm getting, yes, your ancestors are rallying around you at this time to protect you. In particular, you have one spirit guide or one ancestor. It's either a spirit guide or an ancestor. I feel like it's an ancestor, okay? Like your grandma, who is going to stay by your side. They're not going to leave your side, okay? They're going to stay right there and make sure that nothing can touch you. Because this slipped through. This slipped through the cracks. This got through. Whatever this was, this spell work got through. Okay, this negativity got through. This lie got through. And it got through because of some sort of portal that was opened. This person like opened a portal or something. And I know that's not going to resonate with all of you, but I'm just getting it. So don't force anything to fit if it doesn't fit. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this person is mad. Look at this person's face. Like they are so mad, jealous, envious, angry, livid, irate, cold. This person's cold. They're harsh. They're narcissistic. They have no heart. No heart, you guys. They don't care who they hurt as long as they get what they want. Okay, so yeah, this person's ice cold. Look at this woman's face. You know, her cheeks are red, her eyes are red and black. And she looks like she's squinting, like, you know, like just really, really angry. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. Okay, so the karmic could be a fire sign, an air sign, strong Sagittarius energy out here. But that doesn't have to be the case, right? For all of you. It's not going to be the case for all of you. Queen of Cups. You're very psychic and empathic and intuitive, and this person knows it. And it's like they use that to their benefit. They're like, okay, well, I know feminine's very psychic and she picks up on telepathic information, or she's clairvoyant, or whatever it is. So I'm going to attack that psychic sense. I'm going to try to infiltrate that psychic sense with darkness and negativity. Okay. This person is definitely trying to affect your heart space and how you feel about your masculine. They're trying to take the love that you have for your masculine away from you and implant disgust and maybe even hatred or rejection for your masculine. Okay, they're trying to take away the love and implant heartache. That's what they're trying to do here. So don't let them. Don't let them do it. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. They're really trying to knock you off balance, get you all up in your feelings in a negative way. They're trying to get you to cut your masculine off, block your masculine, not listen to your masculine, shut the door on your masculine. So don't do it. I mean, it's your life. You do what you want, but this is the message coming through. You have to be careful. The Knight of Coins. You have an ancestor who's by your side, and they are not going to leave you. They're going to support you. They're going to help you feel safe, secure, grounded. They're going to protect you. I really do feel it's like your grandma or something like that. It could be your grandma. It feels like a female figure on the other side for you. Someone who just, you know, you were the apple of their eye, whoever this person is for you. They cherished you. They loved you. You knew this person very well. You had a very deep bond with this person, a beautiful connection. Okay, so they're definitely supporting you. What else do you need to know about just this evil information that came into the feminine? The King of Swords, exactly. You guys, it's from somebody who's narcissistic, cold as ice, verbally abusive, domineering, possessive, aggressive. You know, this person's willing to stomp on anyone to get what they want. They don't care. And with the sword energy here, that's communication, air energy, our thoughts, right? Our thoughts. And the words that we say. So I'm telling you, this person said things trying to infiltrate your mind, taint your thoughts. The World, this is a portal, you guys. There was some sort of portal that was opened up just long enough for this person to send something onto you. Yep, look at the Devil's on the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, some sort of portal was opened, and then some sort of demonic snake slithered through this portal to whisper terrible things into your ear. The masculine is going to betray you. Hiss. The masculine doesn't love you. Hiss. You should close the door on this masculine and never speak to them again. Hiss. Don't go for your dreams. You're a failure. You're a loser. Hiss. You know, whatever it was, you guys, like whatever negative, demonic, dark energy came through, it was a snake. It was demonic. It was devilish. It was hateful. It's dark. And it slithered right through, and it came right up to your left ear for most of you. I'm telling you. Or it came to a certain side. You received this information in a way that you normally don't. And it felt weird. Your spirit guides would never come in and tell you something like that. And I'm getting angry because that just dawned on me. Your spirit guides would never tell you something like that, you guys. That's not coming from a good person or a good entity or a good energy, okay? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay? It's not your spirit team, your higher self, or the divine. It's not, and you know it. You know something's up. 5 of Cups. This person is beside themselves. They're in despair and they don't know what else to do. So they're stupid. They're doing horrible things. Also, I feel like when this information came in and you were like, oh my God, like, oh my God. And you might have started to cry, you know, like, what was I thinking this whole time? Thinking my masculine was, you know, gonna come back and like heal things with me and loved me. Like, they don't, and they're gonna betray me. They're karmic to me and I can't trust them. I can't trust them. Well, that came out of nowhere, and that's a big fat lie. That is literally projected onto you, you guys. It's literally slithered through some sort of portal. Oh, there's a little hair in my mouth too. Ew. Some sort of portal, and it shocked you here with the Tower. See? It came out of nowhere like that, like lightning. That's how you're gonna know it's spell work. It's evil. It's dark. It's not real. There wasn't even anything leading up to it. You know what I mean? And your masculine hasn't done anything to show you that this is the truth. So Spirit's saying, clear that and keep your thoughts positive around your masculine. Keep believing in your masculine. Keep the love for your masculine in your heart and never sway from that. Allow your masculine to show you who they really are. Okay? Don't create illusions in your head or listen to negative mind chatter or external energy trying to infiltrate your mind or whatever this is, okay? Like, meditate. You need to meditate, okay? So you can get clarity, connect with your guides, make an intentional effort to connect with your guides and your ancestors, okay? And ask for clarity, because you're gonna hear them say, like, no, it was spell work. That was like darkness creeping in. Don't believe it. Look, behind that we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, it's the Oracle of Delphi. And she's giving some sort of a prophecy. And I can't remember the tale exactly, but this man and this woman are here and they're receiving really bad news about this baby. And the man is crying. So, okay, I think the prophecy was that this little boy was going to grow up. This baby was going to grow up and kill his father. That's what the oracle predicted, which is bad. You don't do predictions, especially ones like that. Anyways, I think I'm pretty sure this is the myth, okay? Or how the story goes, if my memory serves me correct, but please don't quote me on this. And so the man is in despair, like, oh my God, I love my child, but he's going to grow up and he's going to murder me. And so I'm not sure, but I think he ended up taking his child's life. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. And then he ended up realizing later on that the oracle or the information he received was false. It wasn't real. It was somebody else that was going to hurt him, not his child. And then he lived in a lifetime of despair. So the main takeaway here is that you've received some sort of information that you think was like prophetic or from like a good source, okay? But it wasn't. It was from an evil demonic source, and it's made you fear the worst. It's put you up in your head in the 9 of Swords energy. You might have been crying about it, and now it's like you might want to just give up on your masculine, but it's an illusion, okay? That's the main takeaway here, and I know that's very gruesome, but I think that's the tale, you know? It's a very gruesome tale. Good grief, hey? The things people did back in the day. Brutal. Brutal. Anything else? The Queen of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this person is incredibly codependent and controlling. They're money hungry. And they have just this snakish energy, you guys. This person could have a tattoo of a snake. They could. They've been trying to delay things here. Yeah, the Four of Coins. Listen, they're very possessive over this masculine. Possessive, controlling. They're fearful, they're insecure, and because of that, they're operating from their fear, which is sad. And they're doing horrible things. I think, you guys, this was spell work. Whether it was intentional or not, it doesn't even matter. Okay, for some of you, yeah, this person literally sat down and set the intentions that they're going to do spell work. For others of you, they just sat down and they just started talking like, you know, I wish the masculine hated the feminine, or blah, blah, blah. And then that intention was sent out and it echoed across, and it went through some sort of a portal. It was carried through some sort of portal and was just whispered into your ear. And I feel like for most of you, you heard it. It was like your clairaudience. Okay. I don't know, you guys. Look, the Magician. This is magic, like black magic, black magic, black magic, witchcraft, bad witchcraft, negative, Two of Wands. So I feel like this person's trying to create divide. Okay, that's what this person's trying to do. They're trying to get you to go down a different path, a different direction, and that's the truth. They want you to turn your back on your masculine. They do. Okay, this person's heavily in their ego. They're very controlling and they're very fearful. Three of Cups. It's the third party here. It's the karmic third party here. And they also want you to go towards someone else. They want you to turn your head away from your masculine and start dating other people. I don't know, like maybe even get engaged to someone else, married to someone else. It's like they're really hoping this happens for you, so that your masculine can, so that your masculine gets discouraged and doesn't move towards you. Okay, so be very careful about that. I mean, again, it's your life, your decisions, but again, it's like I'm reading for divine feminines who 1 minute were so sure of their masculine and wanting their masculine, and, you know, not really into dating. You're just not feeling guided to date right now. You're just focusing on yourself, and that's that, right? And then all of a sudden it's like you're getting these negative thoughts about your masculine, and then you're all of a sudden wanting to maybe date, and it's like out of nowhere. You got to be careful about that, okay? It's like a light switch has gone off very quickly, but it's very negative. And that's how you're going to know it's spell work, because it's negative. The Lovers. See, this person's trying to stand in between true love. They're trying to infiltrate your heart space, because the Lovers is all about the heart space, making heart-based decisions, heart-based choices, following your heart. And if they can taint your heart, then they can control the situation, right? That's what they're thinking. They don't want you to stay true to this true love, to your masculine. They don't want you to make heart-based decisions. They want you to fall into fear, worry, doubt, lack, panic, desperation, and start dating other people and commit to someone else really fast. I'm telling you, you guys, so just be really careful about that. This person is just like beside themselves. Oh my gosh, the energy here. Okay, so this is going to confirm your intuition. Just really think about that for a minute. How did you receive that information if you did receive that information? Remember, don't force any message to fit if it doesn't fit, right? Think about that. The King of Coins. You need to get grounded, okay? Get grounded, spend time in nature, clear your mind, clear your head. Don't spend time up in your mind stressing out, okay? Remember, fear is an illusion, and it's important to get rooted in reality. Like, what's the reality of the situation? Allow your masculine to show you who they really are. Don't believe all of these thoughts and illusions up in the mind, because that's just mind chatter. That's not reality, okay? So just pay attention to how your masculine treats you in the physical world. Pay attention to how they're showing up, and you're just going to know. You're going to know the truth. You're going to know the truth. Yeah, the Sun. Everything will be very, very clear to you when your masculine is in your presence. When you are looking into their eyes, you will have clarity. Okay, but if you're in separation right now, you're not able to connect with your masculine on a physical level and look into their eyes and receive that that knowingness, that clarity that you need. And this person, they know it. So they're trying to plant seeds of doubt so that you don't see your masculine in the physical and get clarity and confirmation of the truth, so that you push your masculine away, cut them off, block them, refuse to talk to them, and not even give them a shot. Okay, so be careful about that. Yeah, the Death card, this person wants you to end things with your masculine. Oof, okay, so yeah, this was the message that Spirit wanted you to know. I hope it gave you some clarity, you guys. You know, it's an interesting message, that's for sure. But, you know, it's not going to resonate with all of you. But somebody, somewhere needed to hear that. You know, we've got to remember that at the end of the day, like, this is spiritual warfare. You know, when you guys come together, you're going to elevate humanity. And the devil knows it, you know. The darker energies knows it. They know it. And they're trying to keep you guys chained and bound to, like, fear or whatever it is, obsessive thoughts, worry, doubt, lack, limiting beliefs. And that's why it's so important to keep falling into love, keep falling into the heart space. Step away from fear, worry, doubt, and step into love, trust, and faith in all areas around this journey and your life. It's so crucial. It's so crucial. Okay, and if invasive negative thoughts come into your mind, you've got to get on that and just clear it, and don't believe it for a second. Okay, like, wait for the proof. Wait for the proof, the physical proof in your physical reality. And remember that what you think, you'll manifest. So don't think those things, not for a second. Okay, have good thoughts around yourself and your masculine so you can manifest that. Okay, take your power back from this person. This person is scrambling. They're floundering. They're going batshit crazy is what's happening here, is what I'm hearing. But now you're in the know. This gives you confirmation around what you are already intuitively knowing and sensing to be true for you. Okay, so it's happening to a bunch of people is what Spirit's saying. It's happening to a lot of divine feminines right now. Okay, it's happening to a lot of you all at once. Don't descend. Don't descend for anyone. Keep rising. All right? And yeah, you have a fierce ancestor who's by your side, just like deflecting negativity. And you're going to feel that. You're going to feel just this blanket of love and protection around you right now, okay? Because you need it. You need it. You're under spiritual attack right now, big time. Ooh, the Hermit. This person could be a Virgo. But also I feel this is your energy, divine feminine, where right now you might just want to kind of lay low, keep your moves hidden, protect your wisdom, your knowledge, your third eye, your crown chakra. They're not going to get through anymore. Okay. There was a little leak is what I'm hearing. It's like a little leak. They got a little bit through, but that's not going to happen again. Okay. All right, I'm going to sign off. I do hope you found this helpful in some way. I'll reconnect with you guys in the next one, okay? Take it easy. Bye.